Fine, ready to go inside. All ready? You can say thank you.
Well, I didn't know you was a grown man.
No, she didn't. You's a bitch.
Say that part again. You said the woman. Yeah, we gotta get this on here. The woman is trying to do what?
She's trying to make you get emotional and have an outburst, because if you do, it's her verification that she was always right to not take you serious. So when you start screaming at her,
No, she didn't. You's a bitch.
calling her names, getting violent,
See, that couldn't have been me. I would have picked that money up and threw it at the back of her goddamn head.
like you lose your emotional cool in the argument. In her head, she's telling herself, I got you. Now I know how to press your buttons. Now I know what to say to make you start acting like a woman would act.
Now, don't get lost in the plot right here. What this old woman did to this young man is what this girl did to Andrew Wilson from the whatever podcast. Don't get lost in, oh, he switched to clips. This woman did this to play him emotionally. It's the equivalent of punching him in the face. Let's go. So his wife, her being whatever she is a soft point for him, which is why I said in the video, I would have said, well, what does my wife have to do with you not being smart enough to understand the concept?
And this is what I don't understand about these people. Why do you guys become public figures, but then have all these skeletons in your closet and then get shocked when people bring them up and talk about it? And like, you don't have a way to back yourself up. You don't have no argument to make sense of whatever's in your closet.
Because these niggas have never been in the thick of it. These niggas have never had to snap. They've never had to defend themselves psychologically.
It's just so stupid.
Against men. Listen.
Stupid.
Later for defending yourself against women. Psychologically and emotionally. We'll get into that. First things first, you gotta defend yourself against these school bullies, bro.
Well, this is why we keep it so real in these conversations, where we're talking about not just dating in general, but we're also lining that up with our own experience and our own relationship and our own past relationships. Like, it's not a secret that you have baby mothers. It's not a secret that I have a baby daddy. That's not a secret over here. We talk about it openly and what mistakes we made in the past in our old relationships that helped us to learn later how to appreciate each other when we ran into each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
men are starting to understand it now, but like 4 years ago I was ahead of my time. But he told her, I don't think you're smart enough to understand a conversation, and she started talking about his wife
on purpose, because she didn't have a counter for him saying that she wasn't smart.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
Don't talk about my wife. You shut your fucking mouth.
And this is what we women do. When I don't have no more points that I can make to make you shut up, I start personally attacking you so that you'll lose focus of the conversation and start trying to defend yourself.
Wait. Now let me go back to Andrew Wilson. Now he's about my age. What we used to have in my day when I was younger, we had that thing that Goodwill Hunting said.
But I mean, if you have a problem like that, I mean, we could just step outside. We could figure it out.
Oh man, there's no problem. It's cool.
It's cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fucking damn right it's cool. How you like me now?
That meant I'm gonna punch you in your face. We can go outside, we can dance. And your job is to stop me from punching you in your face, bitch. Do something about it. And that guy answered back to him and said, no, it's cool, man.
I mean, that works with men, but that's why you niggas be losing when you're arguing with a woman, because that doesn't work with women. It just makes you look like an abuser and you're going to jail. So if it's worth you going to jail and having this label put on you that you're a woman abuser, then I guess you can do that.
Okay,
but
what should most men do in that situation?
Don't feed into whatever the girl is talking about. Like, call her out right then and there and say, why are you changing the subject? Ask her a question back. You feel me? Make her have to answer the question. Why do you keep switching the topic? Hey, you don't know how to stay on topic? What's your obsession with my wife? Just keep asking her a bunch of questions. You're not answering her when she's saying, well, your wife is this and your wife is that. Isn't it true? When you say, yes, that's true, or no, it's not, you're answering her, and that you already lost.
Hold on. So I'm saying all of this stuff on the spot, so you don't even realize I'm going to say this thing next. So try not to flip out on me when I say this, okay? We should put together a damn manual of comebacks for men to say to women in these situations right here.
it's fair game. You can do the same thing back. You're just not doing it with this devious intention, trying to ruin her life or make her into your slave. You're just trying to keep peace in your relationship. And that's part of what I'm talking about here when I'm breaking down girl speak for men. You feel me? So this lady, when she started talking about this dude's wife, why you didn't start the conversation talking about her as soon as you walked through the door at the top of this interview? No, you waited until he said something you could not counter anymore. Then you pulled that out. Because she always had that in her bag to pull out for a time like that.
And men don't even realize that girls always have this emotional terrorist attack in their back pocket to pull out on you.
And we feel like we have to do that because I can't just punch you in the face. Me and you are not going to go into no alley and handle nothing. I'm not going to beat you as a woman. There's no way I'm doing that. Do some crazy women think they can? Yes, and those are the violent, predatory women we talk about who are too aggressive to marry. But I'm talking about just a normal, everyday, regular Joe woman. She has to use manipulation tactics to survive her interactions with people because she can't physically overpower them. And she can't defend herself if somebody tried to attack her. So she has to be able to use her words to make the person behave a different way. You feel me? I gotta be able to use my behavior to make the person behave a different way.
Well, listen, we need to make this pamphlet or this book or this chapter in a book with all of these basically one size fits all comebacks for men to use against emotional and psychological abusers. They're non-threatening, and then like a step-by-step, what do you do when the person, because I'm saying this off of seeing you use this in action. When you use one of these things on the girl, excuse me, why you keep changing the subject? Or and sometimes you've used multiple lines. Why you'll hit her.
Use as many as you need to, as long as you don't give her what she wants, which is one, you answered her question when she tried to deflect by changing the topic and putting all the spotlight on you now. You're in the hot seat. That's her, because she has no point to make. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the bottom line.
Is she don't care about your wife. She doesn't care why you married her. She doesn't care that you're living some hypocrite double life. She don't actually care about any of that crap. She just cares that you're making her feel stupid by calling her stupid. So to make my feelings better, I'm gonna attack you like a bully would do, right? I don't really care. I don't care about whatever I'm bringing up. I don't care how much money you make. But a woman will say, well, what kind of job do you got, loser? You's a deadbeat. You don't even take care of your kids. How much you got to pay in child support? Like $10 and you don't be paying it. She'll just keep saying stuff like that.
How do you answer that?
You don't answer it. That's what I'm saying. You don't answer her. You just flip it on her and ask her a bunch of questions right back. You see what I'm saying?
But you also have to ask them in a calm, maybe even jovial, smiling, laughing kind of way.
Ask her back the questions. That was number one. Number two is you don't change your emotional stance. See how Myron was acting in this video? Just screaming at everybody?
Yeah, that's how he was.
You screaming to a bunch of imaginary niggas you don't even freaking know in real life.
Hold on, even Andrew Wilson, he changed. I've never even seen him furrow his brow before. In all these years, him doing that podcast.
That's what I'm saying. And this lady was able to make you act like that?
I'm telling you, that singleness only hits you at night. When you ripping and running throughout the day, when you at work, when you know, whatever extracurricular activities, when you doing hobbies, when you at the gym, you don't even care about being single. That's not even on your mind. But when you pull up to the house at night and you get in that bed alone, that's when you be like, I really wish I could cuddle up with somebody, or I really wish I could tell somebody about my day. That's it. That's when the singleness hits you like, damn, I wish I had somebody. But throughout the day, you don't even be thinking about like, oh, I wish I had somebody to, talk to on my lunch break, or, like, I'm not even thinking about that stuff. But at night, when I lay my head down in that empty ass bed, oh yeah, that's when I be like, dang, yeah, I wish I had a little stink.
Don't no man care about your money when you 40 some odd years old and you got a whole bunch of miles on you. We are not playing the same game. You get all your value up front. And if you misplay your 20s getting fucked on, then don't expect for some man to take you serious when you in your 30s. That's not how it works. It's not how reality works. And you may not like it. You may think it's unfair. You may think it's sexist. You may think it's patriarchal. You may think whatever the fuck you want about it. The sky is still blue. Water is still wet. And that's the shit that you got, because men who want wives don't want prior service hoes when they pick them. So I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that, but real is real, and somebody else should have told you that too. So if in your future you want a long-term meaningful relationship with a man who has some character and can practice some self-control and wants to protect and provide for a family, if that's the type of man you want, then he is going to look at your past. He doesn't give a shit about your fucking healing. He doesn't give a shit about any of the stuff that y'all tell one another and, oh, your sexual experience and all of that. Don't nobody want to marry the community bike. I would rather get somebody who got no experience and train her ass up and deal with somebody that done giving the guac 3000 with the twist at the top to Delonte. And that's how husbands think. And I'm sorry, ladies, that's the way of the world. And somebody needs to tell y'all this shit, instead of y'all living in this fantasy world that you can get fucked on all through your 20s and turn around and catch a good man in your 30s. That's not how it works.